is your tita in China, and today we are back with a new skincare video. Today we're going to have another brand review, and it's going to be for the Korean brand Purito. I will be talking about what the brand is about, what I feel about the marketing of the brand, and what I like and don't like about the way they market themselves. I will also talk about all of the products that I have tried, the products that I did not like, the reactions I had, and also the products that I absolutely love, and I think I really cannot live without anymore. And what the reality is about certain ideologies that come with Purito as a skincare brand. Anyway, before we move on, if you're new here, happy to have you on board. My name is Emmeline, and I am your tita in China. I come up with skincare related videos as well as living in China related videos. So if you're interested in any of that kind of content, please don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel and hit the little bell notification so that you will know the next time I will upload a new video. So without further ado, let's talk about Purito. So Purito markets itself as a brand that is all natural, it's safe, it's environment friendly. Now this all sounds great, but let's be honest here, every time that we're producing any product, there will always be an environmental disadvantage because this is a process of creating something which will eventually go to waste. And not everything will be recycled, not everything will go back to the earth. There will always be something that is considered to be like dead waste, you know, there's nothing that can be done about that. So while there really is no such thing as a brand that is fully environment friendly, because they would always produce waste, right? There are certain brands or certain companies that take extra steps to ensure that they are as environment friendly as possible. So for Purito, what they do to ensure that they are as environment friendly as possible is that they have a very simple packaging. It looks like this, and it's just brown boxes, nothing fancy inside, no bubble wrap, no tissue inside, and it's 100% biodegradable. The tubes are recyclable. I appreciate that from the brand. They are also cruelty-free and vegan, and they also donate to animal welfare groups as well as environment welfare groups. Of course, these are organizations that are based in Korea, but it's better than nothing, right? Not really a big fan of this whole all-natural purification ideology because it creates a fear around synthetic products or synthetic materials, even if those materials or those ingredients are safe and well-controlled. If anything, synthetic products are actually more pure because the manufacturer actually needs to extract the compound that they want from the raw material before they can actually add it into the formulation. So it's a more purified version of the raw product. Natural products don't necessarily mean they're better products because if you think about it, a lot of our allergies and irritation come from things like food or pollen or even the sun. And all of these things are very natural. And yet, they can cause bad things to our body. In terms of skincare, you are more likely to get an allergy from a plant-derived extract compared to something that was synthetically produced at the lab. Clarification, depending on how plants are handled, the plant extracts can be completely safe for you and devoid of allergens, okay? However, this is what Purito needs to make clear to us. How are they making sure that the plant extracts are safe? What are their extraction procedures? This whole marketing campaign that centers around telling people that your products are safe because they are derived from plants, it's a little bit tricky because you don't actually create an informed audience. You just feed into what you know people already perceive. So people think that natural is better for you. So instead of actually creating a more informed audience, you just sort of piggyback on that perception and also call your brand safe and natural. I would have loved to see a new generation brand like Purito actually start informing their audience about what the reality is about skincare ingredients and why they have good skincare products, instead of just using your typical marketing ploy. Because unless you actually get yourself out there and start to inform your audience better, you are just feeding this baseless fear over chemicals and synthetic ingredients, which is really not cool anymore. It's 2020. We need to change the way we see the world, or at least change the way we look at skincare. On top of that, the way Purito qualifies that it is a safe and natural brand is that it is certified by EWG. Now, this is not necessarily a group that is backed by science. They are just people who gather gather together all this information without really scrutinizing the studies that they are sort of basing their evidence on. Because for EWG, even known allergens like, say, essential oils would get a pass. However, synthetic ingredients would never get a pass or would have a really low rating in EWG. I will talk about EWG and how marketing actually uses these kinds of organizations to make themselves look better. But that's stuff for another video because it's really complicated and I want to make sure that I'm going to present it really well to you. But for now, safe to say that a lot of scientists, experts in skincare and dermatologists don't really consider EWG as like a good standard for safety as well as effectivity in skincare. So in terms of branding and marketing, I'm not a big fan of the way Purito does things. I do love the ethos behind the brand. I do love the things that they do for their customers as well as for the environment. But it really does need more work in terms of the way they market their safety and they market their efficacy. Now let's talk about my personal experience when using this brand. I first bought Purito last year around August or September. I actually got several different products from them. So I wrote it down. The Green Level Recovery Cream, Scented, the Pure Vitamin C Serum, the Green Level Buffet Serum, the Calming Toner, the Defense Barrier pH Cleanser, the Comfy Water Sunscreen, the Centella Green Level Scented Sunscreen, the Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen, the Centella Unscented Serum. To be honest, my skin did not love all of them. I personally love the scent, but my skin was just, no, this is not gonna happen. The products that did not work for me were the Recovery Cream, the Scented Recovery Cream, the Scented Green Level Serum, and the Calming Toner. Whenever I would use these products, my skin would be so itchy, as if I was bitten by so many mosquitoes. And it was the same thing when I put the products on my arms and on my legs. I also got itching there. So I don't know what it is in the formula. It could be the essential oils, it could be the other things, or it could be just the way the formula was created. The point is, it did not agree with my skin type. But that's my personal experience with the brand. I don't know if you're going to get the same experience. All in all, aside from the essential oils, which is lavender and chamomile if I'm not mistaken, the formulation seems pretty solid. So maybe it's just me. If you're not allergic to essential oils, that's really the only ingredient that I find quite suspicious in the ingredients list. Now moving on to the Defense Barrier pH Cleanser. This is a pH balance cleanser. It's quite foamy. It dried my face a little bit too much, but again, it's not a bad product. But this is a product that I did not personally want to repurchase because I already have a product that I really like, which is the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser. I actually have a video on Crave Beauty. It's right here if you haven't watched it. The Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser really is the standard by which I sort of judge all the other cleansers. And while the Purito pH Balance Cleanser is also really good, I didn't see the point of buying it separately from the Matcha Hemp because it's just not as good, it's not better than the one that I already like. I also really like the Pure Vitamin C Serum. It comes in a small bottle and I use it up within a month or so, which is way before it would ever oxidize. It was very lightweight, it sinks very quickly into your skin and very comfortable to wear. I also did not get any irritation from that formula. However, I did not repurchase it. I was not able to repurchase it anymore because the online store that I buy from did not carry it anymore. But I would repurchase it if I did have the opportunity. So last on the list of the products that I did not repurchase would be the Comfy Water Sunscreen. This is a 100% mineral sunscreen and I have actually posted on my Instagram that I really like this product. It's the best 100% mineral sunscreen. Super sheer. It's good for oily skin. It sits on the skin really comfortably. It doesn't have that gritty texture that sometimes mineral sunscreens have. I really like the product. I did not repurchase the Comfy Water Sunscreen though because recently I have discovered a lot of pure chemical sunscreens using the newer chemical filters and I really like the texture of those more. They're much more hydrating for my face. They also have skincare benefits. So for me, the Comfy Water Sunscreen, the mineral sunscreen, it just became less preferable for me. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad product and that I won't recommend it. I do recommend it, especially especially if you have super sensitive skin or you just prefer a mineral sunscreen altogether. For me, the superstars in this lineup would really be the Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen, the Centella Scented Green Level Sunscreen, as well as the Centella Unscented Serum. I have repurchased them so many times. I think I repurchase them 3 to 4 times every month, and I really love this sunscreen. This is my go-to sunscreen as of the moment, and I really cannot imagine having a different sunscreen because it really works best for my skin tone and for my skin condition. This is the Centella Green Level Unscented Sun. It is an SPF 50 plus and a PA of 4 pluses. It is fragrance-free, essential oil-free, and suitable for all skin types. This is very lightweight, it layers very easily, and it has anti-inflammatory and anti-redness benefits due to the Centella asiatica extracts in the formula. If you don't know about Centella asiatica, I have a video about it. Click here if you want to know more about it and if you want to have Centella asiatica product recommendations. So okay, back to the sunscreen. This has a very lightweight texture. It's almost like a whipped or a jelly texture. It sinks in really easily, it layers very easily, and what's very important is that you can use the recommended 1/4 teaspoon for your face without it being too heavy for your skin because it really sinks in really well. This is a broad spectrum sunscreen and it has the newer generation chemical filters such as Uvinol T150, which is a UVB filter, as well as Uvinol A+, which is a UVA filter. What I am most impressed by with this product is the fact that it has skincare benefits, and it's not just, any old skincare benefits. It has niacinamide, 2% niacinamide, as well as tocopherol or vitamin E. And again, niacinamide is a product that we have talked about before. If you haven't watched the video, it's here. It's pretty much good for a lot of skin conditions. It's good for regulating sebum. It's good for helping with transepidermal water loss. It's good for brightening your skin. While vitamin E is a good antioxidant to have that also has moisturizing benefits to the skin. And this product also has humectants such as butylene glycol as well as hyaluronic acid, both of which maintain the hydration within your skin. So this sunscreen really has everything you need to protect you from the sun and more. It has skincare benefits, it's a good moisturizer and SPF in one, and I really have nothing bad to say about it. It also is at a good price point. I mean, it's not the cheapest sunscreen out there, but definitely not something that will break the bank. Just a side note, I know that some oily skin types might not like a hydrating sunscreen or anything that's hydrating at all, but I really suggest that you give it a try. This sunscreen really gives you that hydrated glow that I really love. If you notice that if you're oily skinned and maybe the glow is a little bit too much, then you can easily remedy that with a little bit of powder. Like I said, it layers on very nicely with other products, and just make sure that you're very gentle. You sort of brush it on or puff it on so that you will not displace your sunscreen. Other than that, this really is truly a sunscreen that all skin types will benefit from. And it's the exact same story with the scented version. This is super lightweight, the texture is really nice, it sinks in quickly, but it does have lavender and chamomile essential oils. Personally, I did become a little bit itchy with this. This is usually towards the end of the day when I have already reapplied 2 or 3 times. It's not as bad as the other products. To be honest, because of the texture and because of the lightweight feel, I would probably tolerate that itchiness if there was no unscented version. I would, it's that good. But now I repurchase this and use it as my body sunscreen, and I don't get any irritation when I put it on my arms or my legs. Lastly, this is the Centella Unscented Serum. This is a 49% Centella extract that is soothing and anti-inflammatory. It also helps with skin healing and recovery. And as a bonus, it also has niacinamide as well for brightening, for sebum control, and all that good stuff. This is a very good product for your skin barrier because it has ceramides as well as peptides. This serum is really jam-packed with all the good stuff. I use it every day. I use it twice a day actually, and I do see that there's a change in the vibrancy and the suppleness of my skin. And what's nice about this is that it's in a gel form, it's in a serum form, so it's not heavy, so even oily skin people would be able to use this. The problem with a lot of peptide creams and ceramide creams is that they usually come in a heavier moisturizer, so a lot of oily skin people don't really want to use those kinds of products. But this one is very easy to integrate into anyone's skincare routine. In the future, I might do a review for all of the things that I did not like or did not work for me, because I know and I appreciate that some people don't have the same kind of skin as mine, but they do want to get information about the product and the pros and cons about the product. So if you want me to make that video, please comment down below. So that's it guys, that's our video for today. I hope that you found this helpful and you found this informative. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and share this to your friends who are also skincare buffs. Thank you for watching guys. See you next time. Bye! 下次见!